From Peter Nortsu Kotoe, a member of Parliament serving on the Education Committee. And Honourable, you've been listening to the conversation as to what's happening on campus. For the very first time, we're seeing balloting for accommodation on the University of Ghana campus. From the policy angle, what are you considering to do as the Parliamentary Committee on Education, at least just to mount pressure on the Education Ministry and other stakeholders to bring about some changes in terms of accommodation on campus?
And a good day to my fellow Kwafo. The issue is that since the introduction of cost sharing in the running and provision of tertiary education in the country, we have had the challenge of getting accommodation for all students on campus. What has happened is that over the years, we have failed as a nation to make sure that once we had increasing number of students, we should be expanding our facilities, especially that of accommodation for students on the various campuses of the universities and other tertiary institutions in the country. So we have failed in that direction. I remember last year, the students complained to us about the high cost of accommodation being offered by the private sector who have put up facilities on the university campuses. And we had to come in to talk to these developers and then the owners of the facilities to make sure that they make accommodation available and then affordable to the students. We know government alone cannot do what is expected at this moment, but there should be a pragmatic procedure or approach to making sure that we increase the number of accommodation facilities in the various schools. If you take University of Ghana, for instance, but for the private sector involvement, I don't think about 30% of students on the campus of the University of Ghana will get accommodation. Yeah. As a committee, this matter has come before us. And what we have told the minister is that as a policy, government should make sure that they provide funds to those who are ready, the private sector, to put up these accommodation facilities or hostel facilities in the schools at a very affordable rate of interest. Even if you give them interest-free loan, as it's important, they can put up the accommodation for students and then we'll negotiate the rate of payment and even the rent that students will pay. But where they have to go to the open market to go and then take the facility at a very high rate, how will they be able to recoup whatever they have invested, pay the interest and make a profit? So we have made that proposal to the ministry to take up with government. Government should look for some sums of money for even the universities themselves so that they can also put up these facilities for students so that they can have their peace of mind and study. Until we do that, it will be very difficult to get accommodation easily available for students. And it is very, very disturbing because when you visit the campus and you see the dilemma in which, especially the first years, find themselves, it is unfortunate. The in, out, in is also not working because of the large numbers. So as the lecturer said, they had to toss for them, which I think is not the best. So for me, government must come out with a program that will assist the developers so that they can put up hostels and then make it affordable to the students. Otherwise, we'll be failing in the provision of quality education at the tertiary level.
And I was just asking there if there are any measures you're taking at the parliamentary level just to try and engage government on this.
We deal directly with the Ministry of Education, and that is what we have made known to the minister when we met the various providers of hostel facilities, especially on the campus of University of Ghana, when we had complaint of the exorbitant rates at which they were being given the accommodation. And we made that a suggestion to the ministry. We expect them to take our concern to cabinet or to the president for necessary action. So until that is done, as a committee, we don't have that mandate to do anything else. We are only to recommend, and we expect the relevant authorities through the Ministry of Education to take up the matter.